It is widely said that all things that once experience heights do eventually have a fall, and Carvana's fall was also quite inevitable. The fact that Carvana emerged victorious despite everything working to their advantage is further evidence of how disappointing the outcome was. But what happened and why couldn't things play out for it the way they should have? Let's find out. Hi guys, welcome to Fiodio Technocars, where you can find entertaining information about cars and new technology. Even consumer subgroups that had not previously shown an interest in shopping online for merchandise became acquainted with digital technologies during the pandemic. Used car sellers were forced to close their physical stores and move their operations online. In addition, purchasers were given stimulus checks that they could put toward the purchase of a used vehicle as a down payment. In essence, the entirety of the cosmos worked together to bring Carvana success, and for a time, it worked out for it quite well. Moving on, the procedure of purchasing a used car was revolutionized by an internet retailer, and for a brief period of time, it appeared as though this store may rule the market. There were even references to Carvana in advertising that were broadcast on both the television and the radio everywhere you looked. The business invested a lot of money in marketing, and as a result, it saw an increase in customer traffic. But then word spread of an endless string of legal difficulties. In the state of Florida, for instance, the online used automobile dealership often broke the law by failing to transfer titles to purchasers within the 30-day window that was allocated to them. The allegations include many instances in which Carvana pushed consumers to wait more than 100 days, and in one instance, 253 days, to receive a title. In addition, the allegations alleged that Carvana misled customers about the length of the wait. Meanwhile, legal representatives initiated two separate class action lawsuits against Carvana on the grounds that the company failed to offer permanent registration to the customers who purchased autos from the company. According to the lawsuit, Carvana failed to timely register the vehicles, which is alarming enough. But what's even more shocking is that this failure occasionally occurred for a period exceeding 2 years. Not to mention the fact that the significant decrease of 44% occurred immediately after Carvana published its quarterly results at the beginning of November. Carvana's revenue dropped by 2.7% year-over-year, which contributed to the company's poor performance during the third quarter. According to estimates from the street, the total amount of the company's net loss has ballooned to $283 million. Up from a loss of $32 million in the same period of the previous year. When applied to a business that is attempting to expand, such data indicates that the company is about to enter a difficult period, which is especially concerning given the ongoing decline in sales of used automobiles. And as if things couldn't get any worse for Carvana, the firm went on to announce that it will be laying off 1,500 workers, which is equivalent to 8% of its total workforce. This follows the company's elimination of 2,500 positions earlier. According to some, Carvana has become the Amazon of cars, by capitalizing on the profound and mostly reasonable loathing that Americans have for the process of purchasing automobiles. Carvana's business plan, however, becomes more apparent as one looks past the glitzy appearance of its vending machines. Carvana employs loose financing rules in order to sell more cars to Americans, including those who are unable to buy these vehicles. In the meantime, to add to the already miserable situation for the company, the anticipation of a recession has resulted in a decrease in the demand for used automobiles. According to the findings of a number of recent studies, consumers are cutting back on their spending for high-ticket items in response to the strain that is being placed on them by rising inflation and interest rates. Carvana's upper management may have the mistaken belief that taking steps to reduce the company's operating expenses will save the business from failing, but in all likelihood, the company's demise will be brought on by adverse economic conditions, as already evident. While we hope that things work out for the firm and its benefactors, only time will be able to determine what happens next for it. Until then,